Okay, here we are for another episode of AVP. This time a little different venue, and featuring Buddy and Andrew for a casual chat. All right, so let's talk about, is pickleball booming or busting? I think our fans want to know. Everyone's kind of worried. We have sponsors that wants to get into the game. Would we say now is a good time to get into the game?
It is. In fact, I think we should start off with thanking our sponsor first.
Yes.
We are here. You see this beautiful place and filled with demo paddles and all that. We are here at MyPickleball store, and they are the OG of pickleball in the industry. So basically, we are here at their flagship store at Kota Damansara, the Strand. And we're shooting our very first episodes between us without any other guests. Thanks to our sponsor and celebrating our 68 Malaysia.
Years of Merdeka, yeah.
They have got lots of perks going on there. They're giving out, 68,000 prizes for anyone who purchase, have a bill
above 500 ringgit gets you a ticket into the lucky draw.
Yes.
Where there's going to be 3 different lucky draw dates.
Yes, I think running now from 6th of August up until 16th of September.
Yeah.
Right. One of the things that I think Kevin always wanted to mention here is that they have got this 400 demo paddles.
Over 400 demo paddles, as you can see all around us, from Pro XR to Selkirk to Dula to all the big brands that you can name. Over 400 where you can try and buy on one of their test courts just right opposite.
Yeah, you know how it's uneasy when you walk into the store where you were overwhelmed with all the brands and all that, and you don't know what to do with the brands.
Yeah, it will feel quite daunting when first walking in.
Yeah, when I heard that 400 demo paddles, that's quite a massive number that can stuck into my mind. Could you imagine? And you got a beautiful courts there for you to try it out. All the paddles as well. They should do more of this kind of things at all the stores as well, right?
Yeah, I think for newbies getting into the game, you're finally ready to upgrade your gear, you want to try it. It's such a personal choice to upgrade your paddle. You want to try it out, find what's really comfortable for you, and then you'll buy and start your journey.
Yeah, and then I heard also they have got the friendliest and
very knowledgeable staff.
Yes, who can help you and walk you through. They are into the game as well to walk you through all the paddles too.
If you tried one every day or so, 1 year not enough.
I mean, that's one of the most beautiful thing about MyPickleball, and we thank them for sponsoring our episodes, and we hope that there are more coming from them.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Okay, shall we jump into it? Okay, how do you see the pickleball growth curve over the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, I started engaging very actively with pickleball just early this year. As you know, that I was from the run scene, and then the marathon fun run, and the scene is a bit different from pickleball because we are witnessing something that is exploding for the last 1.5 years, and then the recent explode is something that actually caught people's eyes and attentions, and you see a lot of people jumping into this business. You see a lot of people, jumping into the sport by playing socially every day and stuff like that. So if you ask me, the boom is just starting. And I've written this article about is pickleball booming or dead? And it's just a fake, trend. A lot of people ask me about this. I mean, I'm sure that people ask.
Yeah, I get that question a lot as well. Why? Is it going to burst?
Yes, that's right. But there are a couple of things that makes the sport sustain. I think I would say that, everything has to come together. There are at least 3 to 5 things that I think that you can see yourself.
Could you name them in order of priority?
So basically, you need the courts. So basically, Malaysia is a racket sport nation. So it's easy for, relatively, if you compare this, the cost of investing into courts relatively to other countries.
Yeah.
So we have all the courts ready. And then all you need to do is just redraw the line, lower down the net a bit, then you can start playing already.
Yeah, you're good to go.
That's how easy for you to promote the sports, one thing. Second thing is that because of course we got no lack of investment into beautiful courts.
And our land, we've got a lot of land that we can utilize as well.
Yeah. So first, courts, we have courts ready. Second, we need the software to happen. So that's why you connect all the court venues and operators into one space. You know, the likes of the software's likes of court site, for example, Alpha, and replay spot also coming in as well. So they are connecting all the dots coming in so that, you know, you are making it available and easily accessed to the public who wants to get into the sport. And then the next thing here is ReClub.
Yep.
Because the engagement part comes from the ReClub, where they are the enabler where you book the court and suddenly you're from faking.
How am I gonna get friends in the middle of the weekday?
Yes, correct. We all belong to certain communities where I'm only available probably after 8 o'clock, nighttime, evening, and then some would be available in the morning, Saturday, and some would not, and stuff like that. So the ReClub comes in, they play a very important role where they are connecting people. They are the one that is actually making social game available. People go on, I mean, all the ReClub hosts, kudos to you all. So they would actually come in and then start and putting up slots, availability and all that to make sure that you are able to join and you make yourself comfortable with certain communities one after another. So that's where the dynamic comes in of the three. I think the most important things are the three things here.
So it's the venue, the software.
The software that the booking services.
Okay. Booking services and then the community and
engagement app.
Okay, which is ReClub and the hosts who are like the on the ground unsung heroes, right?
Yes, correct. Okay. That's how we interviewed Brian the other day as well. So these are the main key things that has to be there first before anything else that could happen.
Okay. And do you think how mature is those three elements in Malaysia so far, and what do we need to like supercharge this growth?
Then it comes to the next three key things. The players. The players are playing socially. At the very beginning of everything, there's no tournaments and there's no duper gameplays and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was all super social.
So the social part elements comes in where, you know, you play in between games and then you sit down, you have fun chats and with your family, friends and stuff like that. That's very important. So the players are actually passionate about it. The gameplay itself is very entertaining and it's very easy to pick up, hard to master. We always say this.
Yeah.
And then comes the second part where, the tournament organizers. The tournament organizers are actually taking the gameplay, the social gameplay to the next level. So people follow, people engage, and then you have something that you want to chase. I always say this, tournament is where you create a big buzz. And then league is for you to sustain that talkability, because league is for you to follow stories through, and then you pick your players, you pick your team, and then you want them win. It's just like how I supported, soccer, Manchester United, for example. We didn't speak about this.
Manchester United as well. But I'm not a diehard fan. Like if I see that they lost, like it doesn't ruin my mood.
It ruined my mood. Okay. When I saw them, their recent games and stuff, and for the past 10 years and all that, it kind of like ruined my mood. Whenever I look at the result, whenever I look at they lost to this team that they're supposed to win, the legacies and all that I brought from Alex Ferguson, that is league. You see, leagues actually carries the stories through. You go up and down, 9 players, some players left and this and that.
Yeah, you feel very attached to the brand or the club. Yeah.
Exactly right. That's the sports entertainment is all about, because you actually engage fans with your stories going in and out. So there's so much one player can do. In any sports, if you have the league and then it sustains the talkability, you won't have the hoo-ha kind of exposure.
I understand, yeah. It's not all like just a spike in hype,
yes,
and then it dies down immediately after.
Then you have the European Championships and all that creates that steep curve of up and down of attention from the public attentions and audiences and all that. Everyone comes to World Cup, for example. That's how you should see the sports as well. And in pickleball, that's that. So the first one is the players. You have to have passions and community all coming in and stuff. The second one is the tournaments that comes in 2 different formats that engage the audiences. Third, the most important thing is, of course, like us, the media. So the media has a role to play where I feel that the market right now, they doesn't know how to engage media, to leverage off media strength.
I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Let's simplify it. What are the ways to leverage and use media for your goals?
So, fact check.
Yeah.
Simple. I tell you, fact check. When you start at the very beginning and everything, you don't need media. You don't need media. All you need is just a simple poster on social media.
Yeah.
Post it up, create an account. Your first post goes out, whether you are organizing an event for social, for intermediate players, or tournaments, whatever.
All you need is a Canva design and a passion for the game and a WhatsApp group.
And your event will be filled with people already. That's the market. If you ask me, that's the market. You can see that yourself, and then
To build up on that is the barrier to start an event is so low. It's so easy. And there's so many players just dying to compete and jump on board. So yes, there is oversaturation of low quality events. But that's why later we'll talk about event planning. Like if you put the thought and quality, putting the player experience first, that's how you'll definitely stand out in this
Exactly right.
game.
So going back to your questions, is the boom there to be seen 3 months, 6 months, a year to 3 years? So we come from a very different perspective here. I give you an example. You create an event, put a battle on your hand, call for that event's participations and all that. Your event will be filled up.
Yep.
So that's how easy it is. That's massive attention and the algorithm that social media is giving you, and they know it, and that's what I'm talking about. And try to put a pedal on your hand and then you talk about all the other shits and all that. Your traffics and results will 3 times, 10 times do better than all the contents that you're getting on in other verticals.
Yeah.
So that's how massive it is right now. And if you're asking me, pickleball is there to stay. Just to add a little bit on top of that, so you don't need media at the very, very beginning.
At the beginning. So at what stage does media take your goal and supercharge it?
Yeah, right. When you have the first host, you will get all the attentions, everything and all that. You build up your brand really. You are the first pro shop, like, MyPickleball, you will get all the attentions, you get all the sales revenues and stuff like that. If you're the first tournament, you're the first player, Colin Wong, for example, at the very beginning, you get all this
the pioneers of the industry. Yeah.
Yes, correct. When that more and more audience is coming in and more players and tournaments and businesses all jumping on the boat. So this is where what you did with media, with social content makes sense. And this is the true power of strength of the media comes out. It helps you to sustain your attentions from the audiences, and then it helps you to stand out among all the other brands that you're competing with, and it helps you to bring your core values and communications out to the people out there. And people get choices right now. Even among courts owners and stuff like that. We know the numbers. 400 courts every day, every week, month. There are more courts coming up, 20, 30 courts every month coming up in Malaysia, such a small country. And we will reach probably 600 by the end of the year easily, I think. So this is where what you do with media matters. I think those are the 3 things that I think makes the cut.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Thanks for the insight, Andrew, into media. We're going to take a short break and jump into the next segment. All right.
We have to thank MyPickleball, Malaysia's #1 pickleball store, for sponsoring our episode today. If pickleball is your game, this is your go-to store. Why? Because MyPickleball is the OG of all things pickleball in Malaysia. They offer the widest range of pickleball brands and gear in Malaysia, with over 400 demo paddles to try before you buy. Do you know that they even have an on-site court to test your shots, and the friendliest expert staff who actually play the game to give you all the recommendations you need? Visit MyPickleball HQ at the Strand, Kota Damansara today, or one of their 3 other branches. Or shop online at www.mypickleball.my from the comfort of your home. Don't forget to use promo code MERDEKA6807 for an extra 7% discount. Once again, thank you MyPickleball for helping AVP survive another week. Cheers!
All right, inside Pickle 361 and AVP. let's talk about the mission, the challenges, and where we started from the very beginning. Okay, Andrew, as the founder of Pickle 361, can you tell us how it all began?
It started off last year, December, and
Only December, we've achieved so much since December.
we didn't even start on December month, because for me personally it was December, because that was the very first major tournament that I went to. Like for example, I still remember vividly. I went to Digi Salcom tournament. That's when
Salcom
Jimmy
Digi's
Leong, I first
tournament, yeah.
heard about Jimmy Leong's name, and then people was mentioning names here and there. I saw the faces I didn't recognize. These faces are faces that it would never cross
Yeah.
my path most of the time. I was there at the PSC, and that was the very first tournament that I went to. Not even in basketball, the sport that I loved the most, I played the most for the last 10, 15 years. It never really excited me, and also, intrigued me into going there and watching a game just like that. But for the very first time, that was my first encounterment with tournament. And then
But how was that experience when you showed up in that environment of a full-scale tournament? Was it a bit daunting? Were you feel out of place?
I felt completely
excited.
out of place,
Yeah.
because these people are so excited about the games. It was filled with massive people. I thought that would be around 500, 600 people at any point of time. Of course, there are peak time and non-peak, but the gameplay was alien to me, and I didn't know what.
Like there's all the jargon.
Yeah, now people spoke more about it than before as well. And then I didn't know the players. I felt a bit frustrated and irritated. I went on to search them, and I couldn't find any. I couldn't literally find anything.
Yeah. It's almost like a mini cult. Like once you're in, some people know everything about pickleball.
Yeah.
But for the other 95% of people, it's like, what's pickleball? Who's that?
Yeah, and then I felt like shit completely, and I accepted. I went in alone. I went in alone. That was the most. I think that was the right decision, and also a wrong decision. But I met my friends there.
Yes.
Then I get around it. I walk over, and then I try to eavesdrop.
Yeah.
I don't want to see.
And once you're comfortable with them, it'll be like, hey, what's that person's name? Who are they?
Yeah.
Like
I don't want
not
to
so
be
shy
seen-
to ask.
I don't want to be seen like, I don't know
Clueless.
shit about the games and all that. I just go there and then, okay. All right, Jimmy. Oh, okay, Delia. Okay. Seriously, yeah. So, my friends were new also, but they knew more a little bit. I met a lot of good friends, and my friends in the industry, in marketing and advertising industry there. I met some of my clients there as well. So I was trying to chat with them, and then I tried to ask more questions. I tried to learn, and eventually I surrendered to it. I said, shit, I cannot be acting like I know everything about this sport.
Yeah.
So I just went up to them
Change
and
your
said that-
approach,
Yeah,
right?
I completely changed it. Within, I think, about half an hour. It took some time.
Just half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour. It took some time, and then I just went up and said, "Hey, buddy." Like say like that,
Yeah.
buddy. I seriously don't know about this sport, and then maybe you can tell me a little bit about here and there. So
What's beautiful about it is almost everyone I've met in pickleball, they are so helpful. Even though you've just met them, you ask for some information about someone or like even like a tip on your game.
yep.
Everyone's so open to share pickleball.
It is. Oh, I tell you, you just open the floodgate, all information.
Yeah, sometimes too much.
I was overloaded by all the information. Oh, this, wow, I bring you, this friend of mine.
Because they're so passionate about it, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? This, that. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the founder of PSC, and then that's the owner. And here, this group, that group, Machi group. Oh, that's Ken. That's who. I was like, okay. That's how it got started.
Yeah.
And then I realized that this media is very fragmented.
Yes.
It's everywhere, but there's no single point of resource that I can gain direct access to tournaments, information about players, about the gameplays, 101, this and not. It's everywhere right now. So then I quickly, it took some time 2 months later, I remembered on the eve of Valentine's Day, and so it's a very romantic day to have this idea. So I brought my team in. I told them, hey, look, you know what? We need to start writing about pickleball. I don't know shit about pickleball, and then I just forced myself, in YouTube, this and that. I tried to search for information, and the only thing that I can find is from Instagram most of the time, with a poster and also some description.
Yeah.
I came up with some story, I can imagine, as an advertiser and creative guy. So I did that, and then I pulled some information here and there, and then I started writing about it. Within the first 2 weeks, I got 100,000 page views. So
That just shows you like how ready the market was, how starved for like information about this sport they absolutely love.
exactly, you're exactly right. So that was the moment when I think, shit, and then we are working on something that is having a lot of attention. The algorithm works well, attention's good, everybody's coming in, and I was working on something that is on the right track. That was how everything happens. The rest of it was just history, but I still remember very vividly that,
I think that's probably around the time that we started becoming friends. Yeah.
Yes, correct. So, I still remember I was seeing you from front. You came on to...
We were in some social groups
Yeah,
and playing social sessions. Yvonne's group, yeah.
And then they came, and then, hey, we invited Buddy. I said, who's Buddy? And then, hey, this one, hey, tennis player. Oh, yeah. You always started off from here.
Yeah.
I remember, and then this one, hey, he's damn good, he's damn chill, and then he won't kill you. He's so nice. You go up to him, ask him about this pickleball, he will just happily teach you this and that. Oh, yeah, okay. So I
didn't know people were speaking about me that way. That's very flattering.
There were a lot.
I guess you can't invite Jimmy to your session, but you can invite Buddy to your session. Please invite me to your session. I'm really welcoming. I'll
so
join.
You didn't know about
any level. I'll join.
You didn't know about this. That you
No,
were
I
talking
didn't
about
know.
behind you, and then this is okay. I say, hey, my name is Andrew, and then you probably didn't even know who am I and all that, because there was filled with people.
Yeah. And also my approach is very much like I'm really happy to play with anyone socially. I don't like go into like, hey, what do you do? How can you benefit me? Who's that? Introduce me to that person. I just really just come on the court just to have a good time, to play. And yes, sometimes I play with kind of people new to the game. All the more like I'll keep the rally going, help them indirectly to like play a good shot.
Yeah,
and sometimes you have a rally and then they hit a winner, they are so overjoyed.
Actually, Buddy was so nice because your game style, and then you would actually you adapt to every game, and then you're playing some. I remember when I was coming, I was trying to kill the game every time, and then when I see you playing, it was a bit different. And then you can actually, but you were just playing control game, and then you're trying to match the player's level of game. You did that most of the time, and then you will find Buddy playing with so much fun and joy. I think
Always with a smile on my face, I think.
Yes. Right.
Even when I lose the point, I'm laughing. In social.
Then I remember after observing you from far some time, and then I still couldn't get close to you. I think that that is what you said earlier. When you're in it, you're in it. When you're not in it, you are always you're standing outside.
You feel like an outsider.
Look, see.
Yeah.
So, but from the very beginning, I wanted to create this to bridge that gap a bit. So I still remember I walk up to you and say, hey, I got some, can I have a coffee with you? And then we had coffee and Tamantun, and then we started talking about this and all that. Hey, this person is very approachable. Of course, people say you're approachable. It's just that, how this one?
Yeah.
How to approach him? Hey, shy.
I think we also chatted about your background being from marketing, media, events, like major events like Songkran, and also you took the time to understand my background, coming from F&B, sports marketing, big event planning, like big football tournaments. I think we found a lot of synergy and common interest in our background, and also a similar vision to grow pickleball in Malaysia and Asia.
Yeah. I remember our first project. That time we still weren't close to each other.
Yeah.
We were just talking about content, how to create and stuff like that. And I came to you, and then, hey, we got Guangdong.
Yeah.
I heard about Guangdong's name like probably during Panas Cup when, Vincent was mentioning about it to me. Then I quickly went into research. And then massive coverage and all that about Guangdong. And then, oh, wow, this is huge. And so I invited you to come over and then let's do a shoot. I mean, looking back,
Yeah.
how far we have gone through from the very beginning, that those contents that we have made, and then until now, then the questions coming back to you. So what was going through? And then maybe you can also walk me through a bit. No, this is something that...
Let's talk about, look back on review, right? Like a year in recap. I think it was such a major point for both of us when we landed the Kwandong PR job.
Yeah,
So,
massive.
massive.
And big thanks to Vincent. I mean,
Big thanks to
Panas Express and MyPickleball.
Yeah, and Vincent especially. Like he took a chance on us, and we obviously wanted to do a great job for him. And we saw Kwandong being such a big name, he deserved the coverage for Malaysians. Malaysians all were so interested just to meet him or go to his clinic and whatnot. So we pitched a bunch of ideas of how let's utilize Kwandong's time while he's in KL. How can he connect better with all his fans? So we did pickleball clinics, the private meet and greets, and those kind of sessions. Back to your question is...
We started with the basic interviews on ground, remember?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We were in a dining hall. Basically, there was like a private meet and greet in a dining hall. And then we set up the camera on the side. Really, honestly, really amateurish. Just a tripod. And they were like, okay, Kwandong, could you like just come on the side to do a quick interview? And you just look at me around a high table, you know, like cocktail table.
Yeah, I was just looking at the video yesterday.
Yeah. We haven't even released it. You know, just like looking back in the past, we definitely need to release it to show how far we've come. And then Kwandong, he himself is young, he's quite shy. We're asking him questions about, have you tried durian? Is durian better here or Thailand?
Yeah.
We're asking what does he do in his free time. I connected with him because he said like he loves to cook. I love to cook as well. But the takeaway from that was, it was just a 2-3 minute short interview. Felt so impromptu, a bit
10 minutes to be exact.
10 minutes to be exact.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's sometime. I was just looking at the video yesterday.
it's so fast. And now to look at where we've
And you
come.
went on street, on the ground as well. And then I remember you were pulling all the players.
Yes, correct. I was invited by Vincent to MC the event. I was told 2 days before. I tried my best. And then we were, on the ground doing quick interviews, pulling players off when they just finished their match, all like sweaty and uncomfortable and sort of answering our questions. But we look back at the footage, we did a review of the experience then, and we thought there must be a better way to achieve this. We want to connect with the players to get their stories out there. I don't think a 2-minute quick interview is going to achieve that goal.
Exactly right.
So then we had this idea, we need longer form content. How do we do a podcast? We explored a lot of ideas. And I mean, this podcast ideas, over 6 months, it's been on the back burner.
Yes.
Just kind of getting the pieces together. And finally, we kickstarted it.
Yes, after 6 months. Crazy.
Yeah. So comparing impromptu quick interviews to AVP, Asia Voice of Pickleball, I truly enjoy interviewing. I enjoy getting into deeper conversations.
You definitely do absolutely well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that I feel is achievable in a longer interview. We usually schedule out an hour of their time. A lot of thought goes into the curation of the talent of the guests. I do a discovery call before that, just to kind of build rapport, understand where they're coming from, their background. During the interview also, they get more comfortable. We have introduction, like background questions, and then we get into deeper questions. It's not all scripted. There is a bit of a guide, but honestly, I see how the interview takes. Certain topics they're passionate about, or certain topics need deep diving to go into it. So that's why we've gotten some amazing questions and answers on camera. We've gotten great feedback from our fans.
A lot of insights.
A lot of insights. Sometimes crazy insights, sometimes their true personalities shining through. Like recently with Jason Tay.
Yes.
Everyone sees him as like a grizzly bear, but I think
He's
from the
actually a
interview
teddy
you
bear.
realize he's really a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Great insights from Yan Papi, for example. And there's actually been quite a few episodes we've recorded but not released yet. So stay tuned for some really good content.
So in short, I think just to recap, how would you put it into how far we have gone through and what's the difference here?
I think so I think initially we were figuring things out, but now as we have evolved and found the verticals to focus on and focus our time and effort into the right verticals, we are achieving the goals we have set. And that's not only shown in the numbers, the feedback, sponsors coming on board, brands approaching us, seeing us as an authority on the subject, wanting to get involved. In a simple sense is we were lost, but now we found a way that works.
We were still exploring, I guess.
Yeah.
I think, going out there, meeting up people is a must, I think. Going through that experience, it's also a must as well to me. Essentially, we were exploring, and then along the way, I always like to use this word, for anyone who are starting content creations out there, just keep doing whatever you need to do. You need to have a good mix of all the contents, and then just so that you're hitting very mixed audiences and all that until you
Figure out what hits, what works, and then double down on that.
Double down on that.
Exactly.
This is where we are doubling down. After 6 months, we don't waste our time because we constantly meet up and then we talk about it, although we might not be producing a lot of contents back then, but we definitely are progressing and looking at what works, what not works, and doubling down. Sometime down the road, and we might be evolving as well, I believe.
Yeah, we're constantly evolving. I think what's also interesting is, based on your background, you're meeting a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, because that's your strength. You brought me on board to be a partner because I focus on a different kind of demographic. I play socially, I play in so many groups.
Best friend to many.
I'm everyone's buddy, everybody's buddy. I play with the pro players, I really play with people at all levels. And I think when I'm on the ground, I am getting so much feedback. Some good, some bad, but also some people who need their voice heard. Maybe they're unhappy about certain things. We take it all on. Sometimes we record a podcast about it, but sometimes we actually tell the brands directly, hey, people are saying this about this tournament, or how this was organized, or what needs improvement. We'll hear it directly from them. And we hope everyone takes the criticism positively and wants to improve, because we all have a single goal in the end, which is growing the sport within Malaysia and Asia, which is needed if we're all going the right direction rather than in contention from each other.
Yes, absolutely right. Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, that's a good segment. We'll take a break.
So we're going to take a break.
And we'll be right back. Okay, here we are at MyPickleball's flagship store.
Yes. At the Strand.
At the Strand, if you're looking for a paddle, come by, try one of their 400 demo paddles.
Yes.
Thank you again for sponsoring us. All right, leveraging media and partnerships for bigger impact. We want to talk about practical takeaways for organizers, brands, and players. How can tournaments and events leverage the help of Pickle 361?
I always like to say this to many people. In fact, actually, I had a meeting with Abudan Yunis, the founder of the Pickleball Club. She's also organizing a tournament. Every now and then, a lot of tournaments come to us because of our tournament directly on 361 anyway. Well, the organizers should see this as the media business. Why do I say so? It's because I run my own Songkran water run as well. And I was from the major event background. The event that we are talking about 10,000 to 30, 40, 50,000 participants in a single event, half day, a couple of months, for example. So that kind of massive event, imagine that kind of pressures and stuff like that and all that. You should see this as a sports entertainment event and also sports media. And when you turn this into sports, with that mindset, we are talking about, how many people can be involved and participate in a pickleball event. Is much smaller. No way you can grow to the size of 10, 20, 30,000, like footballs and all that. You have different challenge altogether and all that. But when you see this as a media, you can turn that point around to say that, hey, look, you know what? It's not about t-shirts that I'm wearing right now. I'm giving you sponsors. It's not about, the goodie bags I'm giving away and all that, because t-shirts, and then, you and me know after 1-2 hour games already, you will change the t-shirt already. Everyone comes with the club t-shirts nowadays. That piece of real estate that you are trying to promote and attract and trying to get your sponsors buy in for that, I don't know, God knows, 20,000-30,000 cash and stuff like that. It's just for that split second of,
of exposure.
Exposures. It's not good enough. Your social media. And then who do you work with? You should invest into media. And then I got my very first 150,000 cash, my very first event as well. I was the smallest players among all the giant marathon.
How did you stand out amongst the giants?
I told them, hey, look, you know what? Bioterm. And then give me 150,000. I'm going to send 200,000 on media.
Yeah. On ads, exposure.
I got it.
They believed in the vision, huh?
And I spent more than that, actually. And then I went on to BFM, I went on to Hits FM, I spent on radio, I was the biggest spender into some magazines. I went on The Star, my news and everything came, TV3 came, and all this came, Astros and all that, all come together. Because there's only maximum of 3,000 people that can engage physically at your event. But what's more important is the build-up, the build-up, the event, and after event as well. So what you're going to do with this and coming all together, integrating into one unit of media as a business. So this is what I believe in. Why do I always say that, leveraging media. If you can quantify the numbers, I'm investing in Pickle 361. I'm investing into the Star, the Age, the Sun, for example. I don't know whether this is they are my friends, actually. Yeah. They're still doing well. Okay, I got a lot of good friends there watching this too. But yeah, you see, you're investing into this, but you're not using this as your strength and power to negotiate. And then you should do that. Why do I deserve 100,000, 150,000 from this? And then we are talking about media strength. And then I'm investing into this, and not just a piece of t-shirts anymore. And then you should see this as a brand. We are working together. I'm going to bring your brand to the next level. I'm going to get your brand involved in pickleball. I want everybody to see your brand. It's just not the 3,000 people, but 30,000 people that are going to see your stuff. And this is exactly how I'm going to do it. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I think media is there not only amplify, but also correct with a whole drawn-out plan that would not just be a spike in hype, but a sustained disbursement of the key messages that you want to get out.
The whole strategy. I'm sure that you are also, buddy, you have heard me saying this
many times.
So we are trying to promote this, and then, but if it only makes sense to you, then you can do it. But just try this. Tell your sponsors. And then, I'm running this as a media business. Of course, your tournament has to be good. You have,
to deliver a good experience for the players, of course.
But the tipping points, and you see, when people ask, we have to come back to reality. I'm asking for 50,000. What can I offer? 50,000 goes into the prize pool. And then you get t-shirt. What do you feel?
Short-changed.
You can get all the banners,
a few banners
and all that. Yeah. So what do you feel? And then so we have to put ourselves into sponsorship shoes, and then advertisers as well. And then so what are going through their mind is very important. Strategically, we have to put their brand there, and then not just presently they can see, and then as well as what they cannot see, tangible and intangible.
All those touch points.
Yes. And how do you measure it is very important. Numbers.
Oh yeah, it has to be data driven. It can't just be like hearsay, the event was successful.
Yes. Nothing else really. So and then post-mortem, you have to have a good report. And then because you're building up your next event, because you're carrying your legacy, you're carrying your brands together, the relationship, it doesn't stop just here, because it's going to be long-term. The more sponsors has got, who has got good experience, better experience in the business, it's going to carry this through. They definitely will put more budgets into this, and there'll be bigger ticket size of sponsorships coming in months and years to come. So this is how I see the brand in terms of media partnership for bigger impact on the sports.
How do you make sponsors feel they're getting maximum value?
All right, simple. We have to play that that mind game a little bit here and there. Like I said earlier, you have to even out the ground. I'm as huge as you.
Yes.
I'm as big as you. Because, you see, I'm getting, let's just say you are sponsors.
Yeah.
Hey buddy, this is my proposal, blah, blah, blah. I'm asking for 50,000 cash from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So me in the shoes of a sponsor is like, okay, what's your plan? How do you plan to deliver those numbers? And is it sustainable?
Yes. So if I come in as an inexperienced sponsors askers, would be like, oh, this is what I do here. No. If I'm an experienced one, and then, this is just an advice, and then where it works well for me. Basically, I tell you what, we look eye to eye as a partner.
Yeah.
So I come to you because I got these great opportunities, and I'm not shy from asking money from you. I truly believe in what I'm delivering here, the good tournaments and all that. I might be inexperienced in some part of these things. It could be new, but if given an opportunity, definitely I'm going to do this. I wish we can see eye to eye because I'm investing my money into this as well. My resources, everything and all that. I always like to quantify this. I'm investing 50,000, 100,000 into this event.
Yep.
And I'm asking you to bring in another 50,000 in, and just so that we are able to perfect some other areas of things that I couldn't possibly do it myself. You're coming in as my partner to perfect it as well as amplifying it. Because I'm probably lacking the fund on the media fund side of things.
Yeah.
I probably lack this on the side where I'll be able to get a better venue or something like that. This is how we should see this.
I think that's really well said. I think that is the key signs of like a healthy long-term brand partnership journey to go through. Because you hear some not so great stories about how people ask for a lot of money but then don't deliver on the promise. There is no longevity to that. It's just almost like a hit and run, people say. I think definitely look to your sponsors to build from the ground up with a healthy long-term relationship in mind.
Yep.
We're going to jump into some rapid-fire questions. Okay, really quick. Here we go. Okay. We'll be asking each other rapid-fire questions. So you will start, okay?
First word come to your mind when you hear about pickleball.
Community. One thing people always get wrong about Pickle 361.
They thought we are court owner.
Like court owner directory or what?
Court owner.
Just the court owner. Where is it?
Where is your venue? I mean, where is your court now?
Okay. Okay.
Dream celebrity you love to see and play with?
Everyone says Ben Johns, but I rather play with Tyson McGuffin.
Okay, all right.
Your proudest moment so far with Pickle 361?
I think I would say, besides Asia Voice of Pickleball, I would say that we have an exclusive interview with Quang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's such a
we
great
were there.
part. Definitely
Right in the beginning.
Okay.
One skill every great tournament organizer must have.
A sense to improve. I think to slightly elaborate is it would be great if they actually go on the ground, listen to the feedback and immediately do what they can to improve the situation.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Final two questions. Biggest pet peeve when working with brands?
Oh, I tell you. They are always asking for a value exchange.
But not knowing on the back end like how much it takes and effort and money and the team to run the things that we
asking
produce.
for free, I think it's kind of like on the low to all of us here when it comes to everything else and all that. But seriously, we have done so much behind the scene. We're asking for help. Of course, we can.
Especially in the beginning, there's so much we did, like mostly pro bono actually.
We love to do so as well, and it's just that we have to sustain also. And so that is the biggest beef.
Have to pay some bills. Have some.
One sentence advising someone planning for their first big event.
Plan with the player experience as the focus. Think about that, and think about the everyday person, not the person that's going to win. But the person that's coming to play just 3 games, get a positive experience, leave, and want to join more tournaments. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. I think we want to thank MyPickleball again so much for sponsoring us.
Yes.
Okay, and today's episode was
Thank you, MyPickleball, for keeping us to survive another week.
another week.
Yes.
Okay, this has been an insightful episode of AVP. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.